Hi guys, my name is Umair and welcome to Umair's workshop. Today I'm going to talk about W1209 temperature controller and heating cooling controller for the incubators or any other projects. So it is temperature controller is set it upon it is showing 27.1 is the live temperature. If I'm going to grab its sensor, it's going to show us the live temperature, and as you can see it have also the chip IC we have here have this internal setting we can control by ourselves if we want to. So if I'm gonna set this button set button one time, we can see that on how much setting we have put it up on. So on the incubators I've set 138. So if you want to the lower or higher, you can set it upon like three buttons. You can see it is set, it is plus, it is minus. You can press the minus and you can go into the desired setting temperature as well. So I just set it on 35 for an example, and then set the set button again. So it will be showing the live temperature, but when it goes on the 35, it will trip off whatever the power we have trip off here. So if we want to go into the setting, internal setting, we have to press the set button until we can see the P0. So on the P0 we can select about like what we have to power up, like for the cooling or the heating. If we want the cooling, we can trip off the fan, but if we want something to heat up like in the box, we can set it to the heating, so it will trip on and off on the bulb. So let's go back into the internal setting. It will go eventually in back into the temperature showing setting again. In the P0 we can press the set one time and we can select cooling for C and H for heating one time. So we want it to be heating, so it will leave it on the heating. On the P1, if we want to go P1, we will press the set button one time and we can go on to the P1. On the P1 we have different settings. So if I want it to trip off 35 and 34, so I will put it up on 1 degree, or if I want to 34 or 33 to 35, I will put it up to 2 degree Celsius. So the maximum setting for this is 15 Celsius, from 0.1 to 15 Celsius as well. I'm going to put it on the 1 degree. It is okay for that. So again I'm going to go back on the power, maximum high limit for the heating. So it is we have 110. For on that setting, when it go to 110, it will trip, or it will show dash dash dash. It will not work over that. So it is a high maximum limit. And if we go into the P3, we can see it is a minimum lower setting. So if someone is using for, if you are using for the cooling setup, it is only gonna go on to the -50, but on this setting we only gonna get maximum on -30. So if we gonna use for the refrigeration or fridge controlling, we can go lower, not go lower than on -30. On the P4, if we feel like it is not showing correct temperature, or it is going low or more than that, you can use a very high quality temperature meter and then put up whatever you want in the temperature correction, like it is showing less 0.5 degrees Celsius than the actual temperature you are seeing from another temperature. So you can set it 5, and it will be add up onto the live temperature we will be seeing. So it will work on also on that. So it will be variation with the uh, if you see it is not corrected, so you can correct it. Okay, so we go on the P5. We have P5 starting time, like if you're gonna power up and you want it to power up after 0 second to 10 minutes, you can set up here on the P5 starting time. So if I'm gonna put up a 10 second, it will be power up after 10 second when I power it up. We go back. We have to do all the setting very fastly, or it will go back another temperature. On the P6, we have a temperature alarm. So if we want it to alarm when it reach on the 36, for example, it will show HHH for an alarm setting. It will show HHH, but no, will not buzzer anything, because there is no any option for a buzzer or alarm as well. So when it alarm, it will show HHH, but will be no any kind of situation. Also it will trip off whatever it was putting up. So it is also a good thing. If you want it to turn off everything, if it goes more than the temperature, we have put it like 35. Okay, we go back, and yeah, that's the thing. We are gonna click off the temperature, and here we are gonna put the off. And after that, we have only left this thing. If you think it is